Hi there, boys and girls. Today we compared and contrasted some characters from the two fables that we read last week. We want to be making sure that we are focusing on the essential question: how do our actions influence our lives? So what we did is we made a comparing and contrasting chart here. We had the comparing words both, and like at the top, and contrasting words how they are different, like using the words unlike, but, and however. So these two fables, the peasant and the apple tree, and then the fox and the crow, they are alike because they are both fables. But they are unlike, however, because the problems are different. The problem in the peasant and the apple tree was that the peasant was poor and he needed firewood. And the problem in the fox and crow was different. The fox wanted food, so they wanted something different. And then we talked about the character traits of these characters. In the first one, he was very selfish. He was selfish, so therefore it influenced the story. That trait influenced the story because he ignores the pleas of those animals. And he decides to keep the tree, but not because he wants to be nice to the animals. It's because he wants honey. Okay, for the character, the fox in The Fox and the Crow, the fox was very clever. Because he was clever, he influences the story by he compliments the crow all the time, and he got the cheese. So the actions affect others. The actions of the peasant. He had the animals leave the home, but then they could return home once he decided to keep the tree standing because I had honey. And once again, the fox and the crow. The fox was very clever. Well, how it affected others. Well, the crow was so flattered, and the crow loses his food because he was so flattered and opened his beak to sing, and that cheese fell to the ground. So you'll be writing your fable. In your fable, you want to be thinking about, is your character selfish? Is your character clever? What are the character traits of your character? And so how will it affect others in your fable? How will the problem be solved? And thinking about how those character traits influences the story overall. So you can refer back to this chart. It might help you with your fable.